Hello friends, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Kenti and I hope you're all doing great. Today's video is a very special video that I've wanted to do for the longest time, and I'm so glad that today we're doing this video. It's from a personal experience. It's about acne. Acne. When I hear that name, I just want to run away. It's something that I battle with for the longest time, for a very long time, for many years, for about 10 to 13 years. Yeah, it wasn't easy for me, I went through so much while I was experiencing acne. I started developing acne when I was still a teenager, and my early age of teenager. And the thing is, I tried everything that you could think of. I tried lemon, I tried baking soda, I tried aloe vera, I tried everything, and it didn't work out for me. So while I was still in my country, I used to experience the acne. It would come and then it would disappear, depending with some things like the weather, and also my diet as well. Some of the things that I used to eat really affected that as well. So when I moved to this country, that is United Arab Emirates, where I'm based at the moment, I realized that there were times that my acne would be better, sometimes it would be worse, and after some time, my acne got really bad. It got really messy, got really bad. I would still try the lemon thing. I would try different things. I would try just keeping a good hygiene, but it didn't help me at all. So it got really horrible. I was having like cystic acne as well. I was experiencing that. That is the time that it started getting really bad. And I remember there was this time that someone approached me, and before that there was a lady who said to me, I think you should try seeing a dermatologist. And she even told me the name of the doctor and also the clinic itself. But I was like, I have a very oily skin and very sensitive skin, so I didn't want to, because I had tried the natural ingredients thing, so I didn't want to go for chemical stuff. I was thinking like it would make it really worse and really horrible. So I said, okay. Then what made me to take the step of, doing what I did is because, somebody approached me and asked me, are you sick? I was like, sick? And like, yeah, because for me, the kind of I used to have like big pimples, like bumps and all that, and pimples, and whenever they would come out, I'd prickle them. I would press them, and then when you do that, it just continues building up and becoming more and more and more. So it got really worse, and I started having scars because of prickling the pimples and the acne itself. So the scars were really horrible, and my acne was worse around this area. You see this area, and also on my forehead as well. And like I said, one thing that made me realize that my acne was really bad is because this person said to me, are you sick? And I was like, why? And she was like, because of your face, I think you need to do something about it. And that's when I realized that my acne was really bad. I was trying different things. I even tried like essential oils and different stuff that my boyfriend used to get for me, and they didn't work out. They would even make my skin even worse. So when I realized that my acne was really bad, that's when I decided to take an action. I decided to follow the advice that my previous friend had told me, that I needed to see a dermatologist. So I said, you know what, there's nothing that harmful trying. It's better to try than not trying at all. So what I did is that I made an appointment to the clinic. I went and saw the doctor, and the doctor was like, she just did this to me, and she was like, and I was like asking her, do you think this acne will just leave, will just go? Because for me it was like, it really lowered my self-confidence. I had low self-esteem. I never used to feel confident. I was not confident enough because I would apply makeup, but even when you apply the makeup, you'd see I would still have the bumps showing, and then I would have I would have the scars, even the makeup would not do much. It would help a little bit, but it didn't do me justice. As you can see on the pictures, with time my acne got really, really bad. And that time when I went to the clinic, that's when my acne was looking horrible, disaster. Like, you would see me without makeup, I'd be like, oh my god. But thanks goodness, the dermatologist was like, you know what, this is something very little, and don't worry, I'm gonna place you on something that's gonna clear everything up for you. I was like, oh my god, finally. I really hope this doctor is telling the truth, because I tried everything. I even said to her, I've tried everything you can think of on this planet, but it didn't work out for me. So she placed me on something called Accutane. I know if you're someone out there who's going through this stage, acne, or you've been there, or someone, I'm sure you've heard of that name, this particular medicine. It's called Accutane. Accutane is a very strong medicine, and it's not just a medicine that you can get it over the counter. It has to be prescribed to you by a doctor, because it has very crazy side effects. We're gonna talk about that. Some of the side effects that I went through and I experienced while I was on the medicine. So I was placed on, I think it was 20 grams mg or whatever. Yeah, so I was like, I asked the doctor, do you think this is enough for me? I need the strongest medication, because like my acne was horrible, was severe, and she was like, no, let's start with this first, and then if it doesn't work out, then I'm gonna place you on a higher dose. Okay, so I went. The medication was for 6 months. The dose was for 6 months. So I started the medication. I used to take the tablets every single day. It started getting worse. So the first month, the second month, it started getting worse. I was thinking like this thing was gonna help me, but I was like, oh my god, I wish I never went for this medication. It's something that I've never tried. It was my first time, and nobody told me that it was gonna get worse before it gets better. So that's what happens. It will get worse before it gets better. The second month, the third month, I had like very big bumps, because the medication starts working from inside you, and then you'll start seeing the results. So it was really horrible for me. The side effects were, oh my god, the side effects. The dryness. The medication made my body extremely dry. When I say dry, extremely dry. I used to drink a lot of water. I'm just someone who doesn't like drinking water. Back then, I never used to like drinking water. So my body used to get very dry, especially my lips. They used to crack, I used to have like chapped lips. And then, I was not able to walk under the sun, like on a direct sun. So I used to walk with an umbrella every now and then, whenever I would leave the house. Yeah, because the medicine itself was very, very strong. And also, we're gonna get to that. So the fourth month, I started seeing the results. My face, my skin started clearing up, started getting better, and I was like, oh my god, it's working. So by the end of 4th month, like most of the pimples had disappeared and all that. Still I had the scars on, but it started getting better and clearing up, you know. Then the fifth month, like I could see the results, like the medicine was really working out. And though there were side effects, and the side effects were really strong, you know, like the dryness, and also I had this one horrible side effect was nose bleeding. I used to nose bleed every single morning, every single day. The 4th, 5th month, it became really worse. The nosebleed became really worse. Like I would wake up and then I'm nose bleeding, and then in the evening also when I'm going to bed or if I'm doing something, I'm nose bleeding. I was like, what is this? My face is getting better, but the side effects were getting really horrible. So what I did is the 5th month I had traveled. I was out of the country, so I was not able to communicate to the doctor or to go back to the clinic to see the dermatologist. So what I did is I decided, since it was on the 5th month, my face had cleared up completely. Not completely, but it was better. It was like 95%. So I had like the little scars remaining, and also the dermatologist had given me a cream that really helped me. That cream over there, it really helped me with the scars, to clear the scars up quickly. Yeah, and I'm actually still using the cream even until now. It's for clearing the scars. So the 5th month I decided just to stop taking the medicine because of the nose bleeding and all that. It has been several years now. It has been 2 or 3 years since I stopped taking the medication, and as you can see, my face is much better, even though it's not like better, because of course, as a human being, as a lady, you know, sometimes we get to have like pimples, like 1 pimple, 2 pimple and all that, you know, from time to time. So we get to have those little, you know, scars left. So but Accutane saved my life. Accutane, oh my god, and now I have my confidence way up here because of Accutane. It really lowered my self-esteem, my confidence as a person. I'm a very confident person, but during that time, you know, I'll be like, oh my god, this is really horrible. But I'm so glad that I invested on my skin. Well, the medication is not cheap. Accutane is not cheap, to be honest. I don't know in your country how it is, but here in UAE it's not that cheap. And one of the things that really helped me is my medical insurance. My insurance cover really helped me because it covered some of the amount for the treatment, and thanks God today I don't need to use anything, though I'm doing my skincare routine every single morning, every single night before I go to bed, but I'm not using like any harsh things on my face or I'm not under any medication. So Accutane really saved my life. I did this video so that if you're someone out there who's suffering, or if you know somebody out there who's going through this kind of thing, you can also share this information with them. Because one thing that I'm so grateful for is that there's somebody who came to me and, you know, they said that, you know, you should do this, you should try this, try Accutane, try and go to a dermatologist. So if you happen to see someone out there who's going through this horror, you know, acne is a horror thing. Whenever I hear that name, I just want to run away. I just want to run. So if you know someone who's going through this thing, please try to help, try to advise them. If the acne is really severe and they've tried everything else, I know some things might work for some people and some might not. So the best thing is to see a skin doctor who can help you, and who can help you, you know, to get rid of all those things on your skin. Yes, and that's why, you know, there are people who have studied about skin and they know all this kind of stuff. Yeah, so it's good to see a specialist. And another thing that I can also add is that if you know that you're prone to acne, if you know that you have an oily skin, or that you do experience like frequent breakouts, try as much as possible to cut down your dairy products, you know, your dairy product intake, because that will really help a lot. I used to drink a lot of milk back then, like 2 glasses of milk every day, and also having lots of eggs as well. And when I stopped, I saw a lot of change, you know. Also try to reduce your intake of sugars, and I mean like ice cream, Nutella, and all those other things, you know, that might help you. Another thing that saved my life is this right here: drinking a lot of water. Back then I never used to drink lots of water. I used to drink like just 1 glass of water per day, you know, and nowadays I drink like 8 to 10 glasses per day, and I've seen a lot of changes because it just helps my body to be hydrated, to be always hydrated, and that has just helped me a lot to keep a good skin, you know. And another thing also that I can say is that try to change your pillowcases as often as possible, after 2 days at least, you know. Don't sleep, don't put your face on dirty surfaces, because when you're putting your face on dirty surfaces, your face is collecting the bacteria. Another thing also that made my acne really horrible is that I used to sleep with my makeup sometimes. I'll just leave work and I'm so tired. I would sleep with my makeup. Can you imagine? That made my acne really horrible. But since then, I cannot sleep with my makeup on. I cannot, no matter what, you know. So that has really helped me a lot. Just, you know, making sure that you're eating well, you're having a good you know, hygiene, you know, cleaning your surfaces where you're putting your head or your face. And also another thing is that if you know that after you're doing your skincare and washing your face, make sure that you clean your face with something clean. You have a different towel than the one that you normally have, because when you do that, I mean, that will help you. Don't use the same towel that you're using for your body and then it's the same towel that you're drying your face, you know what I mean. Try to have like a different towel for your face, like a face towel that you can dry, or if you don't have that, then just air dry your face, yeah, or just use like kitchen towels, you know, the kitchen towel, the tissue, you know. So that can help you a lot. Yeah, so those are some of the factors that have really helped me a lot in my journey in, you know, curing the acne. Yeah, one thing that I would say is that if you haven't subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel, because next time I will be doing a skincare routine, what I normally use on my face, what I use on my skin on a daily basis, something that has really helped me and something that helps to regulate my oil, since I'm an oily skinned person. So make sure you subscribe to this video so that you can find out what is my secret, what are some of the products that I'm using behind the scenes to make my skin, to keep my skin glowing. So thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate your time, and I hope to see you in the next video. I hope you've learned something. If you have any question, kindly drop your comment down below. You can ask me any question, or you can leave any comment. If you felt like this video, you've learned something from this video, kindly leave a comment, like and subscribe to the YouTube channel, to my YouTube channel. Until next time, it's a goodbye for me.